The Warring States was an era that depended on the value of force. From 476 BC to 221 BC, 230 wars broke out in a short period of 255 years, and more than 2 million people died in the war, half of whom died at the hands of Qin. Died under the sword of Qin General Bai, under the elite offensive of Wei Wudao, South Korean sword, Zhao Gohu, and so on. How on earth did Qin win 6 victories in a dozen? Today we will look at the surging Warring States period from the perspective of the struggle for hegemony among the 7 kingdoms. In 476 BC, the 15th monarch of the Eastern Zhou dynasty, king of the Yuan dynasty, succeeded to the throne. The spring and autumn period ended, and the Warring States began. At this time, due to the annexation war, there were few hundreds of small countries left in the spring and autumn period, and only Qi, Shu, Yan, Jin and Qin had a say. At the beginning of the Warring States, the state of Jin experienced a major event. The 4 domestic doctors, Han, Zhao, Wei and Ji, set up Jinai, the monarch of Jin, and took control of the state. In 453 BC, in the Battle of Jinyang, Han, Zhao and Wei joined hands to bring down Ji and carved up Ji's land. Since then, Jin has existed in name only, and the 3 kingdoms of Han, Zhao and Wei have stepped onto the stage of history. At this time, although they were not officially canonized by the Emperor of Zhou, they did not have the name of vassal states, but they had the reality of vassal states. When Jin Agong died in 434 BC, the 3 doctors of Han, Zhao and Wei had no scruples. They carved up the rest of the land of Jin, leaving only Zhang and Kuo to succeed the king Jin Yugong. In 422 BC, in order to further improve his strength, the state of Wei decided to appoint Li Go to reform to be strong. Under the auspices of Li Go, while encouraging the people to reclaim wasteland and develop production, the state of Wei abolished the policy of hereditary aristocracy as officials and selected officials according to their abilities. In addition, Li Go also proposed to conduct regular assessments of soldiers and rearrange their ranks according to their combat characteristics, which was the predecessor of the Wei Guowu Pan system. After Li Go's reform, the strength of the state of Wei was greatly improved, which also gave the strategist Wu Qi room to play. In 409 BC, Wu Qi was ordered to attack the state of Qin. He led his troops to capture the land west of the state of Qin. The following year, he was ordered to attack Qin and capture Hanggu Pass, forcing the state of Qin to build a great wall on the east bank of Luoshui to resist the Wei army. In the course of the Wu Qi came up with the idea of reform. He improved the treatment of soldiers, improved the training methods of the army, and finally trained an invincible division of tigers and wolves Wei Wudao. With Wei Wuqiao, the state of Wei was like a tiger with wings, and its military strength once crushed the other 6 countries. In 403 BC, the son of Zhou finally recognized Han, Zhao and Wei as princes, and the situation of the 7 heroes of the Warring States was formally formed. There are not only princes of Han, Zhao and Wei who have ambition to become monarchs, but also Tian He, the prime minister of Qi. In 391 BC, Tian He, who had already held the power of the monarch, banished the monarch of Qi to the seaside, and then became a monarch on his own. 5 years later, the son of Zhou officially canonized Tian He as Qi Hu, which is called Tian Daqi. When the state of Qi was not at peace, the life of the state of Qin was also difficult, and they faced the ceiling of combat strength of the state of Wei. Before that, the state of Wei took away the Hexi area of the state of Qin and blocked their way to the east. Seeing this, the state of Qin decided to use the strength of the whole country to attack Hexi and recover the lost land. In 389 BC, the war broke out in Yin and Jin dynasties. Unexpectedly, 500,000 Qin troops were defeated by 50,000 Wei soldiers led by Wu Qi, and the state of Qin became a laughingstock among princes. Wu Qi, who defeated the state of Qin, did not have a smooth official career after returning home. In 387 BC, due to listening to the slanderers of treacherous officials, the king of Wei became suspicious of Wu Qi, and Wu Qi had no choice but to flee to the state of Chu. Then he carried out the reform with the support of King Morning of Chu. After the reform, the state of Chu became more and more powerful. They attacked Baihui to the south, extended their territory to Dongjing and Kangwu County, and even joined hands with Zhao and Wei. But Wu Qi's reform also violated the interests of the aristocracy. In 381 BC, the king of Chu mourned the death of King Chu. His death made Wu Qi lose his support. The aristocracy took the opportunity to shoot Wu Qi, and the reform of the state of Chu ended in failure. The talents that Wei failed to grasp were not only Wu Qi but also Shang Yang. Shang Yang originally wanted to be an official in the state of Wei, but he did not get the importance of the king of Wei. In 361 BC, the state of Qin issued an order for virtuous men. When Shang Yang learned of this, he left the state of Wei and went to the state of Qin. In 356 BC, Shang Yang began to reform. He reformulated the Qin law, and began to implement the military meritorious service system, that is. He linked the knighthood with military meritorious service, so that if he killed an enemy officer, he could become a nobleman and get a place of land in Qin Mansion, and so on. The more enemies he killed, the higher his title. The military meritorious service system greatly improved the combatability of the Qin army, and the Qin army has since been invincible and spread all over the world. In 354 BC, an opportunity came to test the achievements of Qin's political reform. In that year, the state of Wei went to war with the state of Zhao, and Zhao's army was defeated and asked for help from the state of Qin. Seeing this, Shang Yang sent troops to besiege the capital of Wei, and Pang Wan, the chief general of the Wei army, could only lead the troops back to the defense, but on the way back to the division, he was ambushed by the Qi army in the Guiling area, and the Wei army was defeated. However, the state of Qin seized the opportunity and sent troops to sneak attack on the state of Wei and recaptured part of the Hexi region. However, after making peace with the state of Zhao and the state of Qi in 351 BC, the state of Qin had no choice but to return the land and shake hands with the state of Wei. In 350 BC, in order to further improve the national strength, Shang Yang carried out the second reform in the state of Qin. When the state of Qin was busy with political reform, the state of Wei was not idle. In 333 BC, the state of Wei sent troops to attack South Korea, which was defeated and called for help from the state of Qi. In 341 BC, in order to save South Korea, the state of Qi sent troops against Wei, and the Battle of Ma Ling broke out. In this war, Sun Bin schemed to wipe out the Wei army, and even Pang Wan, commander-in-chief of the Wei army, was killed in this war. When the Wei army was defeated, the state of Qin once again seized the opportunity. They sent Shang Yang to attack the state of Wei. When the state of Wei was defeated again, it had no choice but to cede the territory for peace, and the hegemony of the state of Wei came to an end. After two political reforms, since then, the state of Qin sent troops to Wei many times, which not only recaptured the whole area of Hexi, but also occupied the natural danger of the Yellow River, controlled the main road to the east into the Central Plains, and laid the foundation for future hegemony. While the state of Qin became stronger and stronger, the state of Chu in the south also rose gradually. In 333 BC, the state of Chu led troops to crush the state of Yu, and the king of Yu was defeated and killed, and the state of Yu fell apart ever since. After that, the state of Chu defeated the Qi army in Suzhou and the princes of Megatron. At this point, the state of Chu became a big country with a territory of 1.5 million square kilometers. It was also at this time that after lobbying by Su Qin, the princes of the 6 countries except Qin formed an alliance against Qin, and then Su Qin sent the covenant to Qin, and the state of Qin did not dare to wield a butcher's knife against the 6 countries for 15 years. It was not until 15 years later, when the state of Qin and the state of Qi and Wei attacked the state of Zhao, that the joint longitudinal alliance broke down. In 313 BC, King Wei of Chu decided to form an alliance with the state of Qin, which made the state of Qin feel the crisis again. In order to disrupt the alliance of Qi and Chu, Qin sent Zhang Yi to the state of Chu. Zhang Yi said to the king of Chu after arriving in the state of Chu, if the state of Chu was willing to sever diplomatic relations with the state of Qin and form an alliance with the state of Qin, the state of Qin would give 600 li of land in the Shangyu area to the state of Chu, and the king of Chu Wei planned to break up with the state of Qi. However, the state of Qin did not fulfill its promise. In 312 BC, after discovering that he had been deceived, King Wei of Chu attacked Qin angrily, and the Battle of Danyang broke out, which led to the defeat of the Chu army. In the same year, King Wei of Chu launched the Battle of Lanshan again, but the army of Chu was defeated again, and 2 defeats wasted national strength. Since then, the state of Chu has changed from prosperity to decline. When the state of Chu declined, the state of Zhao quietly rose. In 307 BC, in order to facilitate the war, King Zhao Wuling promoted Hu clothing riding and shooting, which greatly increased the strength of the state of Zhao. In 293 BC, the Battle of Ye Kai broke out, and the 240,000 allied forces of Wei and South Korea were completely annihilated by the state of Qin. After that, only Zhao was left in the Sanjin region to compete with the state of Qin. In 260 BC, the state of Qin finally began to fight against the state of Zhao, and the Battle of Changping broke out. At first, the lord of Zhao would be Lianpo, and he strictly guarded it, and the Qin army could not attack it. But the king of Zhao was quite dissatisfied with Lianpo's tactics. Qin implemented an anti-tactic. Let the king of Zhao replace Lianpo, use Zhao Kuo as the main general, and then secretly transferred to lead troops in white. Zhao Kuo, who talks on paper, meets the experience of the war, and it is self-evident who wins or loses. After the Qin army won, Bai Qi killed all the more than 400,000 Zhao soldiers and horses. Zhao Guoyuan was so angry that he no longer had the strength to confront the state of Qin. After 260 BC, the famous Qin general Nashi destroyed South Korea, and the following year Qin sent Fan Yuqi and other generals to attack Zhao. After using alienation to get rid of Li Mu, Zhao was no match for Qin. After 260 BC, in 228 BC, the Qin army captured Handan and captured King Zhao Yumiao, and the state of Zhao perished. But Zhao Gong Zijia escaped and established a surrogate state with the support of the ministers. In 227 BC, Yan Prince Dan sent Jing Yu to assassinate the king of Qin. The king of Qin angrily sent Wang Shirs to attack the state of Yan. Yan Wangshi handed over Prince Dan so as not to destroy the country, but the reason why Qin kept Yan alive was only to concentrate his forces to attack Wei and Chu. In 225 BC, Qin general Wang Ben flooded the capital of Wei, and the state of Wei perished. Then Wang Ben led 600,000 troops to the south to attack Chu. Under the erroneous command of the king of Chu at that time, Shang Yan, a famous general of Chu, sent troops rashly, and the Chu army was defeated. In 223 BC, the state of Chu was destroyed. After the destruction of Chu, Wang Li, the son of Wang Ben, easily wiped out the surviving state of Yan. Then they marched into the state of Qi. Due to the policy of distant friends and close attacks, the state of Qin always became friends with the state of Qi. And the state of Qi was addicted to the current peace and neglected to prepare for war, so they were not opponents of the state of Qin at all. In 221 BC, the state of Qi surrendered without war, and the state of Qin finally ruled the world.